Other interesting business news, you have Lego to switch to more expensive non-oil-based materials for reasons, which is great because, Legos aren't inherently expensive already. Oh, wait, they're comically expensive because of the very, 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 very high, very, very intricate parts that have to lock into each other. The tolerances are very, 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 very minimal. That's one of the reasons why they're so prohibitively expensive for some people, and it's why Mega Bloks are so cheap. It's also considered a knockoff, but nevertheless, Mega Bloks, I mean, the tolerances are basically nothing. I mean, you just smash those things together. I mean, they'll do whatever you want. You just smash together. Legos got to be really particular how you actually assemble them. And yeah, most of their career, they've been an oil byproduct, which again, there's nothing wrong with pretty much everything nearly everything in our lives. If you look at what you're wearing, what you're using as electronics from your car to your house, they all mostly have oil byproducts in them. I mean, they're pretty durable, but I partially digress. Getting to the actual article with the Lego company. Now, this is by Breck Dumas, who's a writer over at Fox Business, which is somehow still in business. I think I account for about 18% of their network traffic. I check their website maybe every other day. I'm only partially exaggerating, but they say, quote, Lego swapping. Oh, sorry, let me pull it up so you can actually see the title. Lego swapping oil in this bricks for more expensive renewable plastic. Danish toy maker says it's on track to reach its goal of oil-free bricks by 2032, which, again, wise economic individual named Thomas Sowell once said there's no such thing as solutions like trade-offs. This is a big trade-off. Your product is already very expensive. Now you're going to make it even more expensive, thereby limiting the number of people who can actually purchase your product. So, I mean, and again, their patents have expired. So Lego is around as a trademark. You can't use their name or the logo, but the patent, they expired a couple of years ago. So that's why I go to even to the dollar store these days. Again, click that subscribe button. I have a theory that when I first started the show, not a lot of people tuned in. I had terrible speaking skills. Believe it or not, spoke even faster than I do now. Didn't enunciate anything, and mostly not monotone. But as I slowly but surely gain more subscribers, I've been increasing my speaking acumen. Some might argue it's just a modicum improvement. However, I would say an improvement nevertheless. So if you can click that button, I'd really appreciate it as I continue to someday to have a whole episode without a speaking mishap. Now reverse that there. So click that button again. I greatly appreciate it. And someday we'll get to a whole episode perfectly spoken. Perhaps someday. No promises. But nevertheless, good old Lego. Yeah, it's just gonna be even. I mean, even when I was a kid, I was very, very fortunate. I never went hungry, but getting a new Lego set was a very rare thing, and it was never the big ones, and I was very grateful for the ones I had. I remember the one was a rock mining one was popular when I was a kid. But let's go ahead and see if we can get a couple close-ups of those iconic interlocking bricks. And again, it is one of the most popular toys in history. Now they say, quote, Lego says it's on track to achieve the goal of replacing oil in its bricks entirely with renewable plastics by 2030 after inking deals with major producers that can provide fossil-free materials for the long term. I want to know how reliable will they be? Because again, with the exception of the brown bricks, because again, I forget the certain byproduct or additive that they have for that brick. Check out any Lego forums or the fun Lego, the Facebook groups where you can see the creations. Those notoriously are brittle and they do break. But besides that, I mean, they're almost as reliable as a Toyota. Now they say, quote, the Danish toy maker said it plans to gradually swap out oil-based plastics in their bricks with certified renewable resin. Jeez, this is a terrible idea. Which is 70% more expensive than the raw plastic typically come from the colorful building bricks. CEO Niels Christensen told Reuters this means a significant increase in the cost of producing the Lego brick. Wow. He suggested that the company would not pass along the cost added to consumers. Yeah, right. He says, quote, with a family owner committed to sustainability, it's a privilege that we can pay extra for raw materials without having to charge extra to our customers. They have 70%, they have that much profit margin then they can absorb this. And historically, I mean, throughout just the natural byproduct of time, most businesses increase in costs throughout time. You got natural inflation, sometimes government causing inflation, but all the components from the little color printed books, you got the ink there, you got the paper there, you got the cardboard, you got the research development, the manufacturing, it all goes up in price. And he's saying, oh yeah, we're just going to absorb this. I hope this is true. I mean, I hope he says, oh yeah, we're just going to absorb the cost. But I am so skeptical because all these CEOs say this, and I don't know how often it actually is true. He said, quote, geez Louise. Well, at least it is some research. They say, quote, Lego noted that its decision to transition away from oil-based bricks was not made recently. The company tested more than 600 alternative materials over the past 8 years. Now they say, quote, in 2022, LEGO began investing more than $1.4 billion in sustainability initiatives over a 4-year period in order to transition to more sustainable materials and cut its carbon emissions by 37% by 2032. Only they had that much dedication to make their product more affordable so they can increase the volume of their business. And therefore, they actually have more money. Partially digress. They say, quote, LEGO's oil-free material suppliers are using bio-waste such as cooking oil or food industry waste fat and recycled materials to replace virgin fossil fuels in plastic production. Wow. Those are impressive sales. The company says sales through January to June rose 13% to 31 billion Danish crowns. Okay, in real, well, slightly more real US fiat money, only slightly more legitimate than Monopoly money. That's $4.65 billion. By comparison, LEGO increased its first half sales by 1% last year and 17% in 2022. And they say that the CEO Christensen now expects a double-digit growth in 2024 compared to the earlier single-digit growth. Yeah, I don't know about that. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but interesting to see. Let me know in the comments. I mean, LEGO's one of the best toys in history. I mean, shoot, I still have mine at my parents' place somewhere, probably in the attic. I mean, I still remember those sets we assembled back in the day. And I can't but think, man, do you honestly think that the price is not going to go up? I don't think they're going to have a choice. Even if they have ridiculously good profit margins right now, I mean, hopefully those suppliers that they're teaming up with will be able to drastically reduce it through a massive purchasing volume, perhaps, but not good fiscal news for the people who are trying to buy Legos, I don't think. Let me know in the comments, and then let me know what was your favorite Lego set, and when was the last time you actually bought some? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I'd really appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.